Daily Broadside, day 396. That's 396, all numbers that are divisible by their first number, 3. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Then we wouldn't have to wait so long. I was listening to Pet Sounds this morning because Pet Sounds, 1967 maybe, just such a perfect album. Brian Wilson is just a damn mad genius, I tell you. But I tell you what, too. You're already older, so you don't have to wait anymore. So you need to get on the bandwagon and start flogging that beast, whatever the hell I'm talking about. Highfalutin. You don't use the word very often. You rarely hear it. But the etymology is a little unclear as far as the linguistic history of it. It seems to be some kind of Yiddish word. But highfalutin, nobody really knows how to spell it. It's been spelled a bunch of different ways. And it means pompous, hoity-toity, you know, one of those words. But what's funny about it is that everybody pronounce it highfalutin, because if you add the G to highfalutin, it makes it even more of a pompous word, which is kind of a funny take if you think about it. You know how we count down stuff and we're like T minus 3, 2. That's all rocketology, right? That's all NASA-derived talk, and somehow we've cut that into our colloquial lives when we do a countdown, but nobody really knows what it means. But it means test or time minus the time that we have. But did you know that there is also an E minus for an encounter? I don't know how you count down an encounter with like a comet or a missile or a whatever the heck you might encounter in space. But there is also an L minus, which is your liftoff minus, which is once they lift off. The T minus is everything that preps up to the flight launch. And then the L minus is the timer click that goes positively after liftoff has taken. So it actually counts up and it's not a countdown, I guess you would say. Whatever. And as an aside, astronauts in space grow about 2 inches for somebody that's like 6 foot, right? I can't remember what the percentage, whatever that percentage comes out to be. But if like you're 6 foot, you're 6'2". In space, and it takes like a couple months for you to come back down to your regular size once you return into our wonderful atmosphere. And I gotta tell you, I think that people in like NBA, NFL, you know, before you do your combines and all, just launch yourself out into space. You know, that 6'4" is gonna turn into like 6'1" or something, you know. So that could help you. I'll tell you a horrible experience I had with a salad one time. I had a salad, and I had made the salad and I put it in the refrigerator at work, and it was one of those little mini fridges, and for whatever reason the salad froze, and I guess it was too close to the whatever, I don't know what happened, but it froze. So when I pulled it out at lunch, it was, you know, the lettuce was all frozen, and I had made this, what I learned was a stupid mistake. I decided, oh, let me put some fish on this salad, because, you know, a nice salmon salad is good. Well, all I had at the time was I had made some flounder, so I put flounder on the salad. Now you're thinking to yourself, who in the hell eats flounder salad? I did that one time, but never again, and I'll tell you why. First of all, I learned that day that you can't defrost the salad in a microwave. It turned into like the most wilted, wet mess of shit I've ever seen in my life. And flounder is not conducive to lettuce. Oh, that is not. I'm sure you could get a flounder po' boy and it would be fine if you had some shredded lettuce on there. But we're talking fresh lettuce. So maybe the problem was the fact that I had basically green water pulled into a Tupperware container and flounder on top of that, and it just, nary the twain shall meet, as someone once said. But yeah, so I don't know why it popped into my head this morning, but it did. And if you're wondering what my top movies are, I can give you the first 4 in order, probably, no problem. And then after that, it gets a little hazy. But my favorite movies: number 1, No Country for Old Men. Number 2, Taxi Driver. Number 3, Lost in Translation, the great Bill Murray, and a very young Scarlett Johansson, one of her first films. Number 4, Into the Wild, Number 5, After Hours, a very obscure Martin Scorsese film that's just delightful on so many levels. And then it starts to get a little murky as to the order. Requiem for a Dream, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, you know, the Royal Tenenbaums. There's tons of them that get a little weird. But the top 5 are cemented in place until something else better comes along. A good day.